Hello, this is Donna, and this message is brief, to the point, and a summary of one of my longer explanations. So with my audios and videos, I like to do some that are more lengthy with more coaching and a lot more depth, and sometimes just like this today, just a brief message or reminder, if you like, of my philosophy and how you can apply this to create massive changes in your life. To be happy, healthy, and wealthy, as I say. So let's just talk a little bit now, just an idea that popped into my head as a message to send today about how I talk about being in your bubble, which is essentially you choosing your reality, what you're experiencing now. So when you decide that you want to create your own bubble, immerse yourself in your bubble, which is thus creating your reality, one thing that massively changes, which seems to be one of the most obvious, if not the biggest change, is people. So people who are around us, our influence, our loved ones, our partner, friends, relatives, all the people, colleagues, everybody. This actually even applies to people we bump into when we're out and about, which is a very obvious shift to me as I have gone or moved in and out of my bubble throughout the years. So one very classic example I can use from my experience is when I'm in my bubble, which I say as being immersed in what I want. I'm consciously creating and choosing what I want to experience. I run into people that I want to see. It's the most obvious demonstration. So And it still astounds me, as much as I know that it happens, it still astounds me to the point where I may not have seen someone for many years and I just run into them, see them in the shops, that type of thing. So there's just so many miraculous stories, and I will start sharing more of them as almost like the proof or the demonstration. I know in myself how effective this is, how much it works, and it just feels like it's a definite energetic shift. I decide I want to create something new, and then it's drawn to me, I attract it, and one of the ways is with people. So today's tip, if you like, or some advice of how it works for me, and again, all my consulting, coaching, all my videos and audios, my books, it's all about what's worked for me. It's pure experience as opposed to learning from other people. It's actual experience. I may have had some ideas from other people. Mostly it's intuitive, and it's what's actually I'm experiencing or have experienced. So with people, one major piece of advice I can give and what's worked for me is, rather than focus on certain people, which was maybe something I used to do and not as effective, can sometimes create change, though I feel not lasting. We don't focus on particular people, we focus on the qualities that we want in people. So I'm going to repeat that as it's so profound. Rather than focusing on certain people or a person, we focus on the qualities we want, we desire, we have in our, let's say we have in our bubble that we're choosing. Let's say qualities we choose in people. So there's two parts here, and I still want this to be brief. It's focusing on the qualities we want in people, not giving these people a name, which just opens up this just infinity of possibilities of new people that can come into our life. It could also be people we currently know who come into our life with these qualities. I love this. That's why I love this idea, this way. And the other part of the story is that we want to develop these qualities that we want in other people. One of my big preachers, if you say, let's talk about romantic, and then we can talk quickly about friends. Romantic relationships. Let's say we want a romantic relationship. Our ideal partner. We want a companion, our ideal companion. Maybe it's for you, it's someone that you can have as your best friend and best lover and the most amazing romantic relationship you've ever experienced. And you're totally in love and respect each other and devoted and committed and all those beautiful words, whatever it is for you that you want. Just say you want that, and you want faithful, you want loyal, you want a caring partner. If this is what you want, these are the qualities that you have. And thus we attract our equal. Now, I firmly believe that definitely works for me. In my bubble, immersing myself in the feelings of what I want to attract, and I have those qualities. It's like your equal is drawn to you. So that's an example in romantic relationship. If you want to create one or you want to improve your current one. And in my bubble effect philosophy, we decide that this is the relationship we want. We're only accepting that, and we're only having that. We only give attention to those qualities, and we give little or no attention to qualities that are unwanted or not desired. And we don't name a person. So this opens it to be, it could be your current, if you're in a current relationship, how this would work is it could be your current partner changes, steps up, is better, or has these qualities, develops these qualities, and there's many ways we go about this in longer explanations. In shorter explanation is they can step up or become that, or they can, I like to use the word dissolve if somebody leaves, or they leave, or the relationship's dissolved. It's like it's dissolved. It's maybe it's just the times come where they're no longer in your life, and then you want something more different, and a new person will come in, or they change. So, and we also like to have space. We really want to have a lot of space in between relationships, but that's for another time. Okay, so now we're just going to focus on how we decide that we want something, and we're in our bubble, and we're only accepting that, and we're giving focus to what we want, and we're attracting people with those qualities. We're not naming people. Okay, so we'll just finish with friends. You can, in my philosophy, you would say and write down, if you choose to write down one of the processes I use, the qualities. You can say, in my bubble, I have, like in my life, I choose to have friends who are loving, caring, supportive. We understand each other. They love me for who I am. I love them for who they are. We have total mutual respect for each other. We have fun together. We laugh together. We love going out to dinner. We love going out to all the same places. We have it just go on and on and on, and say and feel in your heart what you really want with your friends. And then what happens? New friends, you meet new friends. If you say you want to have friends in your bubble who have similar interests, and you start doing something different that's a different interest, like you start a new class, say a language class, for example, and then you meet a friend who's learning the same language, then you have that initial bond, you have an interest, a shared interest, right? So then you become friends, and you're like, I can't believe I've only just met you now. Like we just, and that can be just someone you just never would have expected to come into your life. That's an example. You may have an existing friend as an acquaintance, and they become a closer friend because your vibes changed and you're wanting these qualities, and this person has these qualities. So you might run into them into the shops, and you start talking, and you feel, oh, gee, we're getting on really well. And they might say, would you like to catch up? And yes, and then you've got your brand new friend. Right. So your older friends that you may be not in alignment with, not as in tune with, they're not understanding you in your new vibration, then they would tend to just fall away or dissolve, and they can still be your friends. However, you're not in constant contact. They're not around you. And I always say, you're not vibing it, because you're vibing something else now, and they're not simply not matching that vibration. However, you can still love them, still have fond memories, and still care for each other, and you're just not around each other, and you're not reaching out to each other for purely that reason. So we're just going to end, because it needs to be under 10 minutes. I said short, and it's not short. It's probably one of those medium lengths messages. No script, just totally inspired, which are always the best, I feel. So I just felt like sending this message that if you want to change your relationships, focus on the qualities you want, and you also have those qualities or develop them if they're qualities you want to develop, like if you want to be more caring, because surely we all want a caring friend and partner. Number, like top of my list, caring and kind. So have the qualities that you desire, and then you will attract these people. Some will be new, some will be old, and some will be totally out of the blue and totally unexpected, but perfectly right for you. This is Donna Hanks. For more information, please contact me, donna@donnahanks.com. Thank you.